Hi, everybody. Ryan Romano here, Mission Pro Wrestling fan, supporter, and self appointed promoter. And we are less than 2 weeks away from Mission Pro Wrestling Wishes Granted, live on the Title Match Network at Pinball's Kingdom in Buda, Texas. And I cannot wait. I am very excited for this. I'm going to be there at ringside. I'm going to be able to see all my friends once again, who I first met back at Tournament Out of Hell in November. And I'm going to meet some new people. I'm going to meet some new wrestlers. And I'm going to be able to support my all time favorite wrestler, Thunder Rosa, and all the wonderful people that she has brought into my life who inspire me. A few weeks ago, I did an early predictions video. You can see that on my YouTube channel. I do that because I'm not trying to make a brand here or anything. I'm just here having fun. I want to promote the people who I know are good for this world and who are doing great things for this world. So I've got some Mission Pro Wrestling videos on there, reviews from Tournament Out of Hell, and some other videos that I just aired when I was driving in my car just to get some thoughts out that I was having about my life, about the world in general. The two videos that I am most proud of on my YouTube channel is the first one that I posted. It's about 4 minutes long, entitled We All Matter. And one that I really worked hard on was my review and reflection on Mission Pro Wrestling Run It Back in December. It's about a 35-minute video, but I really enjoyed that. And I'm going to be doing another one for Wishes Granted as well, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to come on here and give you my updated predictions for what I think is going to happen at Wishes Granted. There is going to be an additional match added onto the card. At the time that I made the first predictions video, I thought that there were only going to be 7 matches, but a match got added at the last minute. It's a three-way match, the first ever triple threat match in Mission Pro Wrestling women's wrestling history, and I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit. But enough about me. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world, whatever your opinions are of me. Let's get right to the card. The first match I'm going to talk about is Skye Blue versus Red Velvet. If you took my polls on Twitter for all these matches, thank you very much. That poll had Skye Blue winning at 52.6%. So this one's going to be a close one in the eyes of the fans. Let's see. We all know that Red Velvet has been stirring it up a lot in AEW. She's really making a big name for herself there. And Skye Blue competed at the GCW Diamond Cup 14. She had some great matches with the Impact Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo, and she beat Jennacide via countout. We're going to be talking about Jennacide in a few minutes. She defeated her, but eventually she lost to Queen Aminata in the finals of the Cup. But Skye Blue is a force to be reckoned with in the ring, and Red Velvet has had some great matches in Mission Pro Wrestling already. She had a great match with Madi Wrenkowski at Hell Hath No Fury, although she came up short in that one. They're going to have a rematch tonight on AEW Dark. At the time this video is premiering, I'm sure that that match will have already happened, but I'm looking forward to that. And let's see, Red Velvet also had a match at Run It Back against Rache Chanel. You can find more information about that match on the Title Match Network if you are subscribed to the network, and I'm sure that those matches are also available on YouTube if you look hard enough, and you can hear me talk about that match on my Run It Back review and reflection video that is on this channel. So anyway, the poll had Skye Blue winning, but I got to go with Red Velvet. I got to go with Miss 5 Foot Fine, Sweeter Than Wine. I'm going to be cheering for her at ringside because I'm more familiar with Red Velvet, and I was really disappointed that for reasons out of everyone's control, I was not able to meet Red Velvet and see her compete against Alex Gracia at Tournament Out of Hell. But I'm going to be looking forward to meeting her this time, buying some merch, and seeing live and in person exactly what she can do in the ring. But I already know that that she's going to be giving Skye Blue some just desserts in this match. Let's see. Next, we have Rache Chanel versus Kenzie Paige. Rache Chanel won my poll on Twitter at 57.1%. Rache had a great match with Penelope Ford, and she had a really great match with Red Velvet that I just talked about at Mission Pro Wrestling Run It Back. I'm thinking La Fashionita is due for a win here against Kenzie Paige, who has also been on AEW. She competed in tag team matches against Brandy and Allie, the Nightmare Sisters, as well as Ivelisse and Diamante. And she tore it up at Imperial Wrestling in Bristol, Tennessee against Thunder Rosa. Those highlights are on YouTube. I encourage you to go back and check those out. I did a phenomenal match between Kenzie Paige and Thunder Rosa. So, don't know what's going to happen. Mission Pro Wrestling, people, is completely unpredictable. You never know what is going to happen. Okay, so I don't know. Making predictions for these matches, maybe it's crazy. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. I know that, and it's a lot of fun to have our picks for who we think is going to win. No booing. No booing. Never boo these ladies. They work so very hard inside and outside the ring to get the job done and to make a difference for themselves, for the fans, and for the people around the world who have the privilege of seeing them perform either live in person or online. But definitely no booing. Never. But there's nothing wrong with having your pick and cheering for that person to win. And my pick in Rache Chanel versus Kenzie Paige is Rache Chanel because I'm more familiar with her. I really enjoyed her match with Red Velvet at Running Back, and I might even bring a comb for her just in case she loses hers. You know, you got to have something to fix that hair with and to fix your opponent's hair with, but never touch another woman's hair. That's very disrespectful. Let's see. Third match I want to talk about, the Elevate Pro Women's Champion, the leader of the Queendom, Amber Rodriguez. She is taking on a Texas women's wrestling staple in Jenna Lynn. I met Jenna Lynn at Tournament Out of Hell. She's a wonderful lady. She's a wonderful wrestler. I'm going to get another 8x10 hopefully from her. Excuse me for a moment. Just putting that down. Let's see. So Jenna Lynn got a win against Aaliyah Mia Sweets at Running Back, and I was really happy to see that. She's going to be chopping away, I know. But Amber Rodriguez, we all know how dominant she can be. She put on one hell of a performance against Jennacide at Running Back, even though she came up short. And she had a 6-women tag team match this past weekend at Local Wrestling Show against Rachel Rose and the Queen of House Rose, which she also won, although she kind of cheated. If you've seen the match, she kind of screwed Rachel Rose over in that match to get the win. So I think she's got some unfinished business there with her. But this time, she's taking on Jenna Lynn, and I'm hoping that Jenna Lynn wins. I'm going to be competing. I'm going to be rooting for her to win this competition. But I don't know. Amber Rodriguez is the Elevate Pro Women's Champion, and she's really making a name for herself. I wouldn't be surprised if Amber comes out on top. She won my poll. 61.1% of the people who voted Amber Rodriguez to win. So we'll see what happens. Let's get to the triple threat match. We have the current Reality of Wrestling Diamonds champion, Promise Braxton, the Rebel Buddhist. She is competing against Masha Slamovich. I believe this is going to be Masha's debut in Texas wrestling. And Black Widow. Now, I know I'm not familiar with Black Widow, but I know she had a match this past weekend at Local Wrestling. I'm going to go back and watch that. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know what happened, so no spoilers, please. But I've seen a video package for Masha Slamovich, and she does not play. I can see why the people who took my poll on Twitter, 81.8% of them picked Masha to win. I've seen Masha's interviews with Gorilla Press and with DNC Digital. Subscribe to those guys on YouTube. They're wonderful people. And she's got a great personality. She's got a great mindset for what it takes to succeed in the ring. She's been dominating in Japan. Am I picking Masha to win? No, I am picking Promise Braxton to win because I've just been a fan of hers longer, I guess. So I guess I'm biased in that way. I'm sorry. But it doesn't matter who wins this triple threat match, the first ever triple threat match in Mission Pro Wrestling history. It's going to be a wonderful match. Fans are going to be blown away by it, and we're just going to see what's going to happen. Next match. Okay, I really kind of put myself in a little bit of trouble with Rachel Rose when this match was first announced because I was so excited. Shaul Guerrero, who did a hell of a job ring announcing at Mission Pro Wrestling Run It Back, I found out she's going to be making her MPW debut against the Queen of House Rose. And I had a lapse in judgment for a moment. And I told Raychell Rose that on February 6th at ringside, I would not be bending the knee. And she did not find that very amusing. So I did some thinking, and I realized my mistake, and I'm going to grovel before the feet of Raychell Rose at Mission Pro Wrestling Wishes Granted, and hope that she allows me entrance back into the House of Rose. And I'm going to be bending the knee to her along with my friend Dr. Rob Stinson from the This Is Pro Wrestling podcast. I don't know if Dr. Stinson's wife Tanya is going to be doing that, but we're going to have a good time cheering for our queen and hoping that she gives Shaul Guerrero a little bit of a lesson in respect that you don't mess with the queen. Just putting this down. Excuse me for a moment. Yeah, I've got a lot of 8x10s here that I'm going through as I'm making this video. I want to show them off and show off show my support to the wrestlers who are going to be at this show, who I already have 8x10s for, and I'm hoping I'm going to get more next Saturday at Wishes Granted. Here we go. Madi Wrenkowski versus La Rosa Negra. Madi is still the PPW Kingsville Women's Champion. If you got to see her match on YouTube, check out the Texas Wrestling Review YouTube channel. That match is up on that YouTube channel. It was a great match between Madi and Roxy at New Year Mayhem this past weekend. Madi is still the PPW Women's Champion. I apologize, first of all, to all of you who are watching this video. If you haven't seen that match yet and you didn't know what happened, I spoiled it for you. My sincerest apologies. I know that wrestling fans hate that when things happen. I didn't think when I just did that. So, but hopefully you've already seen that match. And Madi is, in my opinion, very refined and elegant when she talks trash to her opponent, which I like that about her a lot. On the other hand, the Mission Pro Wrestling reigning and defending world champion, La Rosa Negra, she's a little bit more blunt in the way she talks to her opponents. She'll tell you, "Fuck you, I'm gonna come and kick your ass," and I guess that's all she really needs to say. At Tournament Out of Hell, it was Madi versus La Rosa Negra in the semifinals to see who would go on to the finals for the MPW Championship. And I remember that very well. Everybody was chanting Madi, 2 belts, and I think I was the only person there who was going Rosa Negra. And if you go back and watch that match on the Title Match Network, you're going to see Madi Wrenkowski turn and look to ringside. And she was talking to me. She was saying, "Seriously, dude?" But I have seen the reality. I have gotten my reality check, and I made a promise to Madi. No disrespect to La Rosa Negra, because she is dominant in the ring. She has the moves. She has what it takes to be MPW champion for a long time. But I made a promise to Madi, and I'm not going to go back on my promise. I am going to be cheering for her in this match. 62.1% of the people who took my poll on Twitter agree with me that Madi is going to come out on top in this champion versus champion bout. So we'll see what happens. 2 more matches to go. Okay, before I get to the match that I think is going to blow people away, I really put myself into a hole a few weeks ago on Brit and Mel on a Mission, which is Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Mission Pro Wrestling Facebook page. I'll be in the chat. A bunch of great other people are also going to be in the chat as well. They have wonderful guests on the show. I don't know who's going to be the guest tonight at the time that I'm making this video, but I'm excited. It doesn't matter. By the way, also airing tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram Live, Mr. D. Vargas from DNC Digital. He's going to be interviewing the reality of wrestling Diamonds champion Promise Braxton on his Instagram Live page, and then right after that, he's gonna upload it onto his YouTube channel. So if you want to catch it live, it'll be on Instagram. But then after that, go give him a subscription on YouTube, because he's a great guy. He does great interviews, and you can catch his interview with Promise Braxton there. Anyway, I said that I put myself into a hole. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because Holidead was a guest a few weeks ago on Britt and Mel on a mission, and she was not very happy right off the bat. She was very upset that Jennacide, who is currently 3-0, she is undefeated in Mission Pro Wrestling. Jennacide put a target on her. Yep, that's right. The Bionic Beast has her target locked on one half of the Twisted Sisters at Mission Pro Wrestling, Wishes Granted. And Holidead is just sitting there going, oh, y'all think I'm going to scrub. Everybody thinks that everybody wants to make me out to be a scrub. Hashtag fuck around and find out. Well, I guess we are going to fuck around and find out next Saturday night. Especially me, because, you know, I'm picking Jennacide to win. I picked Jennacide to win long before that. Long before Holidead was a guest on Britt and Mel on a mission. But and I was just agreeing with her. Holidead saying, "Oh, everybody thinks I'm a scrub." Well, yeah, okay. If you want to put it that way, Holidead, yeah, you're a scrub. And she did not have very kind words from me and everybody. Everybody saying Holidead's gonna kill you, Ryan, and she probably will. So I'm really hoping that that Jennacide takes care of business against Holidead at Wishes Granted, because Holidead, I found out, has a lot of knives and she has a really bad temper. I should have figured that out when Mel, one half of Britt and Mel on a mission, tweeted out before the show that Holidead was going to be their guest. Just don't say anything to piss her off. And I think I really pissed Holidead off. So hoping that Jennacide takes care of business. But if Holidead wins, I made a bet with a good friend of Mission Pro Wrestling and fellow supporter of Mission Pro Wrestling, Steve Leonard. You can see the post that he made on Facebook, which I did share out because I'm a man of my word. I agreed to this bet, and I will do my part in it if I have to. He made some really nice outfits for the two of us. If Jennacide wins, he has to wear a scrub, and it says Steve is a scrub on there. And if Holidead wins, I have to wear a Ryan is a scrub outfit for I believe the next match after that. I think it's just for the next match after the Holidead Jennacide match, or it might be for the rest of the show. I don't know. I don't care. I will wear that whole thing for the rest of the show if I have to. But Holidead told me don't come to my merch table at the show, Ryan, and ask for an autograph, because we're not on good terms right now. But Jennocide's gonna win. Sorry, Holidead. 4-0. This is the phenom of MPW, the Bionic Beast. The target is locked on, and Holidead, you will be terminated. At Wishes Granted. And now, I've got my bread twist ties ready to go for this one. Thunder Rosa is competing in her first ever steel cage match against Allysin K, who is also not too fond of me, if you've seen a couple of the tweets that she sent out over the last few weeks. A few weeks ago, I did a poll that had 60 votes on there, thanks to Thunder Rosa and Brian Cervantes and the Mission Pro Wrestling team for tweeting that out and getting that out there to people. It got 60 votes, and Thunder Rosa won big on this poll as the winner of this steel cage match. Allysin K retweeted that poll and said she doesn't give a fuck about my 60-person poll. And then yesterday, I shared out the great-looking flyer that's out there for Mission Pro Wrestling Wishes Granted. You can see it on their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. It's a really wonderful flyer advertising all the matches and all the information about the show. And I said, it has all led up to this. And it has. It's been a year-long feud between Thunder Rosa and Allysin K. It has all led up to this, a steel cage match. These two women are going to go to war with each other in this match. And I asked, who's walking out alive? Who's making out of this alive? Who's making it out of this match alive? And Allysin K retweeted that and said, ideally both of us. This isn't some 18th century duel. And then she called me a psycho. I mean, I'm promoting your match, ma'am. That's all I'm doing. I mean, you two are going to beat the hell out of each other in this match. We all know that. Whoever wins this match, it's not going to be easy. But we all know, at least I think we do, La Mera Mera is going to be the victor in this match. You see that, Allysin K? That's who you're facing. You are facing a warrior. You are facing an unstoppable opponent. A boss lady in the ring. La Mera Mera. Thunder Rosa is going to kick your ass. I'm sorry. Pinky's up, though. Pinky's up. But she's going to kick your ass. All right. That is the end of the card. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm kind of calming down now. I'm going to save my excitement for next Saturday night because it's going to be one hell of a show. I cannot wait. Mission Pro Wrestling, Wishes Granted, February 6th at Pinball's Kingdom in Buda, Texas, streaming live on the Title Match Network. Get your subscription if you haven't already done so, and look for me at ringside because I will be there next to my good friends, the Simpsons, and I'll be marking out like crazy because Thunder Rosa and her team at Mission Pro Wrestling always deliver. Every show gets better and better, and it's going to be a good time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, take care and best wishes.